Hello once again, Internet. Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls as this sorcerer who is not looking as much like Jill Valentine as I originally postulated. But you know what, whatever. We're in the Undead Burg once again, and we are going to make our way towards the second boss of the game. So, we're gonna kill a couple of dudes. And now we go this different way across this bridge where people will throw fire bombs at us. And we enter this room, and we exit this room. Because I'm trying to lure a couple of enemies out here. And it seems to have worked. That guy goes down. And he drops something. What's he got there? It's a battle axe. Something that I probably won't be using. And I lock... oh, dang. Try not to lock on when you're actually on the bridge, because odds are that you are going to lock on to one of the firebomb throwers instead of your actual target. And then there's a good chance you'll just sort of wander off the edge of the world. This guy, he's taking a few soul arrows here, so forget it, I'm just gonna dagger this guy. This gate over here doesn't open from this side. That's a shortcut that we can unlock in a few videos from now. This guy says, gorgeous view. Everyone says gorgeous view. The world of Dark Souls is absolutely gorgeous. It's incredibly well designed. It looks amazing. And of course you do get the gorgeous views when you decide to look out a window every once in a while. Take out that guy. Walk slowly forward. And there's a guy over here too. Dagger him a few times. Wow, it took like 6 daggers. My dagger is terrible. We're going to be switching out to something else in just a little bit. This table. Screw this table. Screw this dresser. Screw these other tables. I hate furniture. I remember when I was first playing this game, I was streaming it for somebody else who didn't have it yet, and she kept getting really ticked at me because whenever I went through this area, which was like 50 times, I just kept destroying all the furniture in this room. She was getting irritated. She wanted to see what actually happened in the game, but nope, there is furniture to be destroyed. Okay, so alright, I think we're out of tables now, so let's go ahead and... what am I doing? So we're sort of wandering through the rubble there. I guess at the time I thought I saw like a floating piece of rubble, but can't find it anymore. Here, what's here? I don't know what here is. Oh, if you look over here, you can see the lower part of the Undead Burg, which is an area we won't be getting to for a little while. Down there is a item of some sort that I don't really know how to get to, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. Actually, I think I know what that might be, but we'll worry about that later. Let's soul arrow a couple of guys here. Being a sorcerer is really, really handy for this reason, because you can take out these guys before they even have their guard up. Up this ladder, we see that these are the people who are firebombing us on the bridge. What's this message say? Try fleeing? Try not being such a wuss, you jerk. Nope, we will not be fleeing, we will be soul arrowing. And I realize we are attacking from a distance which looks vaguely like fleeing, but there is a major distinction to be had here, which is that people die. Soul of a lost undead. Just gonna use that right away because I have that weird compulsion. I'm sure at one point it's going to bite me in the butt, but for now it hasn't, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Moving forward a little bit here, over to the left is a tower with an archer in it. So we're going to take care of that dude because archers can make your life very bothersome. And this guy is really resilient to my dagger. Then again, everything's resilient to my dagger because my dagger doesn't do anything. Alright, so... right in here, this is a door that is usually opened with the residence key, but we have the master key, so we're going to go in and once again smash up all the furniture. Right, when the world is safe, some dude's gonna come back and he's just gonna be pissed. Over here, I thought I saw a ladder, but it turns out it was just bricks. So open up this, and I get to kill this guy, except I miss because a piece of brick got in the way. Now he's dead, and I pick up some gold pine resin. Gold pine resin, it adds a lightning effect to your right-hand weapon. So if you want to do a bit more damage to an enemy that might be weak to lightning, or it just does more damage in general, you just go ahead and equip a sword and then use some gold pine resin. Here I attract some enemies to me because I want to backstab them or parry them in this case. This is totally unnecessary, as I realized later, because right now their guard is not up, so a soul arrow will take care of these guys no problem. But instead I seem to be doing this the long way because I guess I'm not very good at this video game. And so he's dead. And where am I going now? I should be going up the stairs, but instead I'm going down the stairs. And down here we have our first encounter with a Black Knight. These are some very powerful non-respawning enemies. He's blocking a treasure there, but nope, I'm just going to go the other way. I'm not going to try and fight him, see what's over here. Turns out there's just a collapsed bridge over here. So, oh, holy hell. Oh, crap. So I guess Black Knights have some really good hearing. So I'm just going to get the hell out of here. Run up the stairs. There's no way we're not going to fight this Black Knight now. Even if you make it all the way to the bonfire, he will not go back. He will just stab you at the bonfire. So instead I'm going to go to a more open area and just try and fight him off there. So let's see what we can do here. Alright, so overall we're not doing too bad here. This is a sword Black Knight, which is one of the easier Black Knights to battle, really, because most of his attacks just go straight in front of him, so if you keep rotating around, you're gonna be doing pretty much okay. Yeah, you know, I think this isn't gonna be too bad. We're just going to fight this guy, do some backstabs. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Just keep turning around. Yeah, look, he's running away. Stab him, and then are you goddamn kidding me? Oh, for Pete's sake. I have an invader now. And now they're both going to team up and they're going to eviscerate. Here he is now. And I give him a quick backstab. I have absolutely no confidence that I can take down both of them. Oh, he dropped something. I didn't realize this at the time, but he totally dropped something. And now he's just standing off to the side. I did not realize this at the time, but this guy, he was actually... I totally didn't realize at the time he was waiting for me to finish my duel the moment until I attacked him. And of course now he uses the Fire Tempest and I'm doomed. Because... Yep. And now this indictment that I picked up, it lets me register his name in the Book of the Guilty, which at this point I actually kind of regret, because, you know, you look at what he was doing, he was clearly fighting with honor. So, Mr. J. Chiller, I salute you, and I apologize for indicting you. And I hope you can kill some Blades of the Darkmoon. And I can't climb stairs, who knew? So yeah, seeing how well the last Black Knight encounter went, I decided to go for another one. So I'm gonna spend a minute or so fighting off this guy. Okay, so I only really recommend fighting this Black Knight if you know what you're doing, but if you do want to fight this Black Knight, he'll give you some decent souls, and Oh, and you also get some other prizes, and you can get the ring that he was guarding. So yeah, basically just keep rotating around him, keep just stabbing him in the back as best you can. Hopefully you have a better weapon than I do at this point. Something to note is that he often does this chain of 3 attacks or so, and if you're not careful, this can just sort of ruin your stamina, so you have to be really careful about when you're shielding, and shield very conservatively. The best way to go about it is just to shield at the very instant of each attack, like what I'm doing right now. Like, as soon as he attacks, I put up my shield, but I immediately put it back down again so I can regain some stamina. And there he goes. I get a Titanite chunk, which will be useful in forging some weaponry later on. Alright, and here I had to record this later because I stupidly forgot to go and get the treasure that the Black Knight was actually guarding, which was half of the point of fighting the guy in the first place. So what have we got here? It's a blue tearstone ring. This ring is sort of similar to the Clever Rat's ring, to boost your defense when your HP is low, and I just got stabbed because I didn't realize that that guy would still kill me. So, yeah, shoot. Alright, so I got that. Moving on. Back where we were before. Be wary of trap. this is the trap. It is that barrel right up there. It runs forward and it's on fire, and I am just the worst at evading traps. I thought that just jogging back I would be able to get away from it. Clearly not. I'm just the worst person in the world. And it drops a Titanite shard. I am rife with Titanite at this point. That's pretty cool. Okay, well that was embarrassing. Let's just go ahead. And this door here, we can totally open up with the master key, but it's probably not the best idea at the moment because there is a very powerful enemy in there, and I'm not convinced that I'm strong enough to take it down. Or take him down. It's a dude more than a thing. So I'll worry about that later, and we'll find out how well sorceries hold up against Tavel the Rock. Message disappears, and up here we have the fog door. But over here, more importantly, we have barrels, and I have to destroy everything. But more importantly, I have to destroy these barrels because of this lizard. Recognize this lizard from Demon Souls. I totally miss with my soul arrow. He is a gem thingy rich treasure lizard. I don't know the official name. But if you kill him, you get cool treasures. I got 2 twinkling titanite and 2 titanite chunks, which will, once again, be useful later when I want to upgrade things. So, just looking around, those stairs, they go nowhere. So instead, we're going to go through this fog door. You can see there's another fog door over there, and this door has turned into a fog door. That should be your indication that this is a boss arena. Also, you have these guys who are jerks. Archers will always make your life more annoying than it needs to be. So take them out. Alright, so that's done. Now we can go ahead and face this boss with slightly more confidence. Yep, here I am staring at the white light, which I kept calling a fog door. No, they call it a white light. Fog was from Demon Souls, but this is Dark Souls. I did it! And there we go. Jumps off that tower, so we want to really quickly run back in the other direction, climbing up this ladder again. Because this is the best way to attack this guy, really. Or not. You can climb up the ladder, just plunge down, and attack him in the head. I'm not going to be abusing this, though, but if you feel like abusing this, it can be fairly not difficult to just plunge attack him 3 or 4 times in a row and take care of him that way. But instead, I'm just going to be using my soul arrows, because that is the perk of being a sorcerer. Roll backwards. Most of his attacks are not too hard to dodge if you are just parallel to the bridge like this. If you're ever like on the side like that, then yeah, the attacks can do a bit of damage, but it's not too hard to attack him and defeat him just running forward to bait an attack, then backing off and firing a soul arrow. You can see he's going down pretty quickly here. At this point I probably could fall back and run to the tower and climb up again to do another plunging attack, but I don't care enough. I do that usually with my warriors, but nope, I'm a sorcerer and we're gonna do things the sorcerer way. The sorcerers jump for joy. What else am I gonna do? Am I gonna point up, forward, wave, back in? No, I'm just going to bow. Well fought, Mr. Taurus Demon. I get a humanity and a homeward bone. And I don't use this humanity right away because I didn't even realize I had it. Because I'm just the worst. Here, somebody says, think that if you are skilled enough, you can encourage the Taurus Demon to basically jump through that gap. And there's a dragon ahead. That's just wonderful. But yeah, if you're good enough, you can make the Taurus Demon jump through that gap and off the bridge, and that will make your life quite a bit easier, because when bosses fall off of ledges, they die, which is fantastic. Here we have a door, there we have a bridge, and over here we have the sun. Glorious sun. Not just the sun, though. Down here, we see a bro staring at the sun. Saint ahead. Saint ahead is correct. Let's see who he is.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Sorcerer of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind. Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
That is a great dude. That is Sorcerer of Astora. Everyone calls him Sunbro, and he gives you the white sign soapstone. You can put that soapstone down in a certain place, and then somebody can summon you to their world to help. This door is locked. I'll be having myself summoned in a couple of places, I think. But for right now, I am going to get myself torched. That flame always spreads a little bit farther than I realize, and I always get burned by it. So this is a dragon. This is the Hellkite dragon, and I've never killed him once ever. Because he has a bajillion health, and he has this super powerful flame attack, and he's just intimidating in general. So instead I'm going down these stairs. And somehow I made it without him torching me again. So let's take a quick look around this area. Go down here. Very slowly, apparently. Run into a ladder. Kick it down. Climb down. We'll see where this goes. And we're back here. We're back at the Undead Berg bonfire. So we've just created a shortcut that skips all the way from this. Holy wow. That dude is wearing a great hat. I think that's the old monk's hat or something like that. Anyway, we've got some souls. Let's go ahead and level ourselves up. Some vitality, some endurance, and let's go a couple in intelligence. So again, I am going to be boosting the crap out of intelligence, just in case you forgot what I've been saying the whole LP. So anyway, I think that's going to do it for right now. I'm going to do some grinding off screen, and I will see you guys next time.